Metal Up World, this is CJ with CJOrtiz.com and MetzelMotivation.com. This is the first of a new 5-message series I'm doing on Are You a People Pleaser? Now, this is all being shown in my Life Domination online coaching program, which I'd love to have you become a part of. It's very easy to do. Visit the link below for more information, MetzelMotivation.com/Life Domination Coaching. But all this week I'm talking about, are you a people pleaser? I think most everybody understands that term, being a people pleaser, where you are, for the most part, preoccupied with pacifying other people, even to your own hurt, even to your own unhappiness. When you are so committed to pacifying other people that you put yourself emotionally and psychologically, and could be physically as well, at risk. Now, there are certain reasons why we do this. There are drives, there are motives, there are larger purposes that we have deep within us that maybe we don't even recognize. And if we do recognize them, we don't question them. Why? Well, because we believe they are right. We believe they are valid. We believe they are good. You believe that it's a good thing for you to sacrifice your own happiness in order to make someone else happy that never seems to be happy. That no matter what you do, no matter what you sacrifice, no matter what you say, no matter how much you help them with, no matter how many things you cook for them, no matter how many times you shower them with gifts, no matter what it is that you do, they seem to be unhappy and they continue to make demands for more. Or maybe they even act as if it doesn't even faze them. And somehow you think that if you just keep it up one day, all of your kindness, all of your service, all of your hospitality, all of your catering to them, all of your pacifying, all of your tending to them, all of your nursing to them is somehow going to break through, and they're going to acknowledge and give you back the love that you've been showing them. That is a people pleaser. Now, that can be obviously in different levels of extreme. If we can put it on a line from 1 to 10, you may be somewhere in there. You may not be a 10, but you may be wavering down here, or a 3 or a 4. Either way, it is affecting your life because, again, the big problem here is that people sacrifice their own well-being. They sacrifice their own happiness. They sacrifice their own provision, their own accomplishments, their own time, in order to vest in something that sometimes can be just like shoveling dirt into a bottomless hole. It never fills it up. It just never seems to pacify these people. But for some reason, we want something from these people. And it can be a husband trying to cater to a wife who doesn't, is never satisfied with anything. It could be a wife catering to a moody, angry husband who can never be pacified. It can be parents catering to spoiled kids. It could be you catering to an unhappy, angry boss. It could be a friend. It could be someone that you respect who never gives you credibility or attention. There's any number of reasons. It could be strangers. You know what I mean? Where you go into a certain place and you always get taken advantage of, where you want to go in there and make the demand that you should make. You're disappointed with the service of a company or whatever, and you go in and you just can't make it through the complaint because you're going to give in. There's somebody got a domineering personality behind the counter, and they're going to challenge and resist you. And like always, you fold, right? Like a cheap table. You collapse like a house of cards. You always give in because you want to make everybody pleased. You don't want anybody to be angry with you. You don't want anybody to reject you. You don't want anybody to think less of you. It's a tremendous insecurity in there that's operating, and it's limiting you. It's affecting you. And I see this all the time. I think it affects all of us. It's going to affect me. It's going to affect all kinds of people. Again, it all depends on where you find yourself on that line. Are you closer to 10 or are you closer to 1? Now, we don't want to get to the place to where we don't care about helping others out. making someone feel comfortable or making someone feel reassured. You can do that. You can help people feel reassured. You can help people feel more confident, maybe help them feel a little bit more happy when they're down or whatever, or help them to ease their emotions when they're stressed out. But you don't have to do it in a way where you're trying to get something back from people. I've always believed this, that when it comes to the principles that govern life, and I mean, when I say principles, I'm talking about things that are as absolute as mathematics. The old saying, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I think we all agree that that's about as sure as mathematics is. And so we practice that, right? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But I want to do something because it's the right thing to do, not so that I can get something back from somebody. That's a big problem. If you always do everything expecting the same thing in return, you are going to be disappointed. You are going to be frustrated. You are going to get angry with the world. You're going to start thinking you're the only one whose shit doesn't stink because you're doing everything and people don't give it back to you in reciprocity. No, you've got to do what you do because it's the right thing to do. It's the way that you honor yourself and your own morality, your own principles, your own values, not so that you can get something back from people. You've got to be sure and confident and satisfied with yourself. You don't need the approval, the acceptance, or anything from anybody else. So again, I'm not saying by not being a people pleaser means you just are mean to everybody or you disregard everybody. Not at all. In fact, I would hope the opposite would be true. I would hope you become even better, even more driven to help other people because it will be balanced now. You'll be able to do it where it doesn't affect you emotionally, and that if somebody doesn't respond the way you want to respond, then you'll be able to say, well, too bad then. I just won't pay. I just won't give that sort of attention anymore, and I'll do things as I see fit. I'll get to it when I can, but I'm not going to let other people control me. And that's the point. You're not going to let other people control you anymore. So if this is something that you deal with, that you are a people pleaser, then I want you to stay tuned for what we're going to cover this week. I've always said it this way. If you are a people pleaser, then does anyone really know the real you? If you are a people pleaser, then does anybody really know the real you? Because you're conforming to other people and you lose your identity. And I don't want you to lose your identity. I know you don't want to lose your identity. It's good to help other people, but the way you may be doing it, the psychological drives and motives behind it may not be healthy at all. And I think you need to get free from some of that stuff. I think we all do. And so that's what I'm covering all this week in this series. Are you a people pleaser? Now, all of these series that I do one each week. I show in my Life Domination online coaching program. As I said at the outset, it's something that I would love for you to join. And if you want to see the rest of these videos, that's what you're going to have to do. It's very inexpensive and it's very easy to do because I show all these videos in a private Facebook group that I myself administrate. Okay, so that means you and I will have a closed environment, private environment that we can work more together rather than out here in public. The only other people in the group are people just like you, very motivated, people that are trying to change their life and achieve their goals. And that's probably the best part about the group. And I teach all the stuff. I provide the videos, but you know what? It's the people in the group that are the best part of the group. Very reinforcing, very encouraging, motivated, happy people, no negative. Now, we share our pain. We share the things that we're struggling with. We ask each other questions. We ask each other for help. But there's no negativity. It's building each other up. And isn't that a great thing? Isn't that worth it just in and of itself? But the great part also about it is that, man, you could do the whole thing from your phone because it's on Facebook. It's in a private group, so you can do it right there. So it's kind of like having your own portable self-improvement system. And that's my big thing, is that you can't try to get by just on daily motivational quotes, man. That's not going to do it. You need to commit yourself to a daily thing. The secret of your future and your success is contained in your daily routine. So let's get off just trying to get by on motivational quotes, and let's get you into a daily, systematic way of starting to move forward. Get out of your rut. Start taking your life back. Let's start over from a clean slate and create a new beginning for you. That's the goal, and it's just cents a day. you don't even spend this much a month on pizza. I guarantee it. So I'd love to have you join the group. Again, very easy to do. Just visit the link below for more information, mentalmotivation.com/life domination coaching. This is CJ, the Mental Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck. Metal up.